I remember for a Little Legends for our end of the year thingy, I ordered from your wife,
No.
your girlfriend. I ordered 100 chocolate chip cookies, but I didn't know what size they were gonna be.
Yeah.
So I thought like
Yeah, small little
like
things.
this,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
size, and then it came out like 100 of these things.
What a joy.
It was great because we have a lot of kids in the program. We have we have about 80 kids, maybe 75 kids in the program.
And I mean, you can't give a child one small little cookie.
That's what you thought,
Ah.
but there were so many other snacks. Like the cookies were just like a afterthought.
Mm.
After the event, we had with everyone. I tried to hand it out to parents.
Yeah.
Obviously, I just shoved sugar down their throats and sent them back to their parents' house. That they hated.
Sure, they loved that.
Yeah, they hated that. So that was like my final revenge. At the end of the year, just be like,
I got you.
that's what you get for raising naughty little shits. So, but after that event, and it was also after a fight, I had like 24 cookies left. So I just absolutely obliterated
them.
I think it took me, and that's quite impressive. I would say maybe 3.5 days.
Yeah, see, that's pretty good.
I think that's an
That's
impressive
pretty good.
stat.
We were talking about this because I baked some this weekend.
Yes.
And I mean, like, they don't compare. That's the thing.
That's
Leafy needs to
I
start
have
baking
not,
again.
I've not tasted your cookies, but
You did
I'm
once, but it
pretty-
was a disaster.
But I'm pretty sure it's not as good as Catherine.
No,
so.
no, probably
yeah.
not. Probably not. But no, I was crashing on sugar this weekend because I made Sunday afternoon and I think I have like 3 left, and it was
Yeah.
a big bunch. You must be so jealous right now. Oh my goodness.
100%. After my last fight, we were in the New York hotel. So the Reese's, that Reese's
Yeah.
shop or the Hershey shop is in that hotel. So it's very close. And I smashed. Okay, so I think like I get like a very sinus allergic reaction to sugar, like heavy amounts of sugar. Milk as well. So I don't drink cow's
Yeah,
milk.
yeah.
Okay, I have to drink alternatives like a little bitch. But I smashed the biggest Reese's peanut butter cup milkshake. So you can
Ooh.
think that
That sounds like
Trank-
3,000 calories of just pure pain.
and that tranquilized my head. I was so congested. I felt like my head was twice the size, and it wasn't because of the fight.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I didn't even feel like myself. I felt like
Yes,
sad.
you felt like I felt that one fateful afternoon past December.
Yes.
Goodness.
Also a cookie.
Also a
incident.
cookie, incidentally.
Okay, I have I asked this question to Jacobs as well, but I really do think it's a good question. We're gonna play a game of Would You Rather.
Okay. Oh goodness.
So,
Hate these.
who would you rather have? Who would you rather have as your parents? Okay. Be careful now, because at the beginning you might think it's obvious,
Yeah.
but once you think about like the periods you're gonna go through in life, who would you want them
Okay, so you're
more?
telling me to think properly.
I really want you to think about
Okay.
it. Okay. So on the one side, you have Chris Curtis
Okay.
and Sean Strickland raising you.
Okay.
Okay. So they are raising you.
Mm.
On the other side, you have Amanda Nunes and her wife.
Nina raising you.
Yes.
Yeah, the obvious answer would be Amanda.
But
But
so you have like that flip of the coin,
Yeah.
and you have the lesbian parents.
Yes,
okay?
yes.
Which is I don't have a problem with
Yes,
that.
yes.
But I feel on the one you're gonna get like a weird accent and a lot of love.
But yeah, probably good parenting.
Good parenting, yes, 100%. But zero street smarts.
Yes.
On the other side, you might not get common sense, but you might get some street smarts.
Yeah. Well, I think you know what? I think you'll get a lot of love on the Sean Strickland as well, because there's a lot of theories floating around that man's closeted.
That is interesting.
I would like.
Okay.
I wouldn't be. I think you would get a lot of love.
Do you think Curtis and Sean are secretly dating?
Yeah. Probably
like-
yes. I think Sean has some secret lovers.
The only reason why I would lean towards the lesbos is because I don't know. Are you allowed to say that?
That's not a great word, but you didn't know, so it's fine.
Okay. The reason why you're
Yes.
allowed, I would lean towards. I'm picking them, so I can say that.
Yes.
Is I've seen how Chris Curtis behaves at like weigh-ins.
Yes.
I wouldn't want to be
Really?
raised by that.
He's a bit of an ass.
It's just like he doesn't cut a lot of weight,
Yeah.
so he comes in there and he's like super in your face and so happy. Everyone is dying
I'm
of weight cut,
bro.
and he's like, "Yeah,
Bro, fuck off, I believe.
do you want to create a handshake?" Fuck, Nia.
I think Sean Strickland, now, like while he's fighting, he wouldn't be too bad. Like he's bad, but he wouldn't be too bad. Okay? Because obviously he can't drink a lot. Like he needs to keep it like to strict dad kind of vibes.
Yes.
The day that man retires and like starts drinking.
I think that's a facade, though. I think people sum him up quite like he does. How he gets to his theories are quite
hectic.
Yeah, it's intense. But I must say, I don't think he's like that in real life.
I think he has a lot of your coach's energy.
No, I don't.
Like,
I
like
don't
he
think
enjoys fucking with people.
Yes.
That's what I mean. Like I don't mean like not.
Yeah.
He's a very in your face guy, but I think he definitely says things to piss people off,
100%.
and I
does
do
that
enjoy
very
that. I do that as well
Yes.
from time to time. Like I think I would have a favorite parent. Like if I go with Sean.
Okay.
You know, I
And
think
it's Sean,
it would be
obviously.
Sean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think Chris would be. I think it's like a good cop, bad cop situation.
Okay.
Like Sean is gonna give you a lot of beatings, but then he's gonna be like very funny about
Yeah.
it. And then Chris, I think he would be a good dad.
So on the Amanda side,
Yeah.
who would your favorite then be? Because obviously you know
Probably
Amanda.
Nina. Amanda's very scary. Is a very scary woman. she
That makes sense.
she frightens me legit. Like
yeah.
I like when she puts her face on and she's gonna blix him. Like I think I would be less
So
scared
who
of
would you
Sean
go
Strickland.
with?
I think
who
I
would
would
your
go with the
parents-
Stricklands.
I would definitely go with Amanda.
just like I did start off. I did not enjoy Sean Strickland. I didn't think his shtick was funny and everything. And then I've started coming around a lot.
Yes.
I'm really.
It is funny.
I really enjoy him from a distance.
I won't support his political views.
Yeah.
His views on
the earth.
basically anything.
Anything?
But if you want a quick laugh,
He's amazing.
His Twitter is amazing.
Amazing.
His Twitter is
I
really
absolutely
amazing.
love his. He made this tweet about when two women fight in MMA, he
He's-
always roots for the ugly
For
one.
the ugly one, and he's like, "You go get them, you ugly bitch."
Go get them. Like this is what you got going for you. But I mean, it's a true underdog story.
He's actually just rooting for the underdog. That's all, and I respect that.
Absolutely respect it. Because I mean, if you're an ugly woman, like you have it tough.
Yeah.
Like it's a tough life. It's like being an ugly guy also has a really, really tough life.
Yes.
Yo. Shame. This has gone very depressing now. I'm just thinking about our poor souls out there. Because I watched a documentary. Here comes a tangent now, boys.
Okay.
Highly recommend this to anyone watching. Just go look up Christian Weston Chandler. Chris Chan. He's the most documented person in the history of the internet.
Okay.
Crazy story. Like, I watched a 3-hour documentary about this man.
How do you guys know How do you always know exactly what he
is
talks
Chris
about?
Chan.
Yeah, dude.
The crazy, he made like...
Kilo Uzi.
It's the guy that developed 4chan, if I'm
No.
No.
So this guy was raised in a neglectful home. And his
Okay.
parents didn't oversee him. He's a bit slow as well mentally.
Okay.
And then people on the internet were just really mean to him.
Yeah.
But like some of the things, it's crazy. Like someone would impersonate him
Yeah.
and then challenge him to prove who's the real Chris Chan.
Okay.
And he would believe it. It's like he would get really mad
So
about
there's a
it.
documentary about
Yes.
this
A
guy.
lot of documentaries. Like there's a guy. I watched a 3-hour documentary, which is pretty short. No, trust. There's a guy who has a 160-part series about Chris Chan, with every episode being about 30 minutes to an hour long.
That is scary.
The amount of lore surrounding this man is crazy. Go watch it. Just go watch Chris Chan. Dive down this rabbit hole.
Chan. The stuff you guys spend your time on it's
crazy.
Really, it's weird. It's weird. Talking about documentaries, I'm only on episode 2 of McGregor Forever.
How is it?
I enjoy it a lot. First episode, I don't know why. I know what's happening.
Yeah.
My heart rate was through the roof. I don't know. I think it's just like Netflix and sporting documentaries.
They know how to tell a sporting
They
story.
know how to do that, So like my heart rate was through the roof. So second episode was obviously very sick. Spoiler alert, but him and Cowboy. Oh, but you know what happened. But the way they document it is very interesting. So I'm looking forward to finishing it.
I mean, you bring up about the heart rate that I'm sitting there and I know exactly how the fight's going. I know like what Habib does. I know what happens with him and Cowboy and everything. But that's the way they edit it and film it with the epic music. And you're like, yo, go Connor.
Yeah.
Did you see he won a fight this past weekend against the
mascot.
The mascot.
That's scary.
It's some of the funniest shit. I laughed. Like, there's a lot of people right now on the internet being like, "No, this is shocking behavior.
Yeah.
Oh, this is really tragic." Like, a lot of people are being like, "Oh, what a piece of shit." I think it's hilarious.
I think it's amazing because, and also Uncle Dana's response to it was perfect. That's exactly what I was
What did he
thinking.
say?
He was just like, "What do you expect?"
Yeah.
If you're taking what is it with mascots? This is what he said. It's like, what is it with sporting mascots that want to get punched by professional fighters? What do you expect is gonna happen? And then he also said like if the Las Vegas, I don't know, Knights or whatever, if he has a steel helmet, yes, that makes sense. But if there's like this little bit of padding, chances are you're gonna get
There's
knocked.
not a lot of padding.
Yeah.
It's basically a cloth with some feathers.
Yeah.
And then it's just a guy.
Yeah. So apparently that guy went to the ER afterwards.
They just gave him pain meds and sent him on his way. But
So-
this man's definitely got a concussion. Because the
but
first
I
shot,
loved, the first shot.
looked okay.
That's
Like, I
fine.
think he ate it fine. And
Yes.
turned his head. And
The ground strike.
one on the like you can see the guy being like curling out, like taking
Yeah,
a hit
like-
and then like flinching
Yeah.
away. And you just
What
know,
I
like,
loved
oof.
in that video, it's like you can't see it clearly, but Connor spraying the title.
Oh yeah.
I love that. It's like
Doesn't work as well on mascots.
that's I don't know why you would do that. And
they're stupid.
and also like the outfit he had on while doing it. Perfect. Like you
Just
couldn't have scripted that better.
tracksuit kind of vibes.
Yeah. I really hope he comes back. There is something in me that thinks he is not gonna fight. Obviously not this year, and also not in the first quarter of next year.
Sure.
I think I personally I hope I'm wrong, but I do think it's gonna take a while for him to come
Because
back.
I don't think he was USADA compliant. Because I actually saw something from More Plates, More Dates, which I mean I think you know who that is. He makes these videos about. He was on Rogan's show as well. He makes these videos about guys, are they natty or not? What do you think they're taking? Stuff like that. And he said a lot of times, like McGregor's head looks quite fat.
Yes.
And things like that. And all of the side effects he has is quite consistent with HGH.
Yes.
But HGH is a lot of time given by doctors. It's prescribed for broken legs.
Yes.
So, I mean, I think he probably got on some HGH, some other banned substances to help his leg recovery.
It is also one of those things where retiring and getting out of the testing pool. Like I do think at a stage he wanted to retire. If you watch like the first few episodes of the documentary as well, if he wants to stop fighting, like credit to him, he can't stop. But I do think that they were in a position where he had to get some, like if people get into car crashes, they give them steroids to get through those injuries. So I do not know to what extent he's going to still be out, but just seeing some of the footage of him in Monaco, and then I'm like,
it's going to be a while.
I think he's training, but I'm not so sure.
I think all his training is being offset by his excessive alcohol consumption, probably.
I really hope he's not. I really hope whatever we see there is just like Sean Strickland. It's just a facade, and then behind the scenes, it's actually going well.
Or you hope it's like, hopefully he does this like once a month. Like at the most.
Yeah.
He goes on a binge. You're in Monaco. You're at the F1. It's to be expected. And then the problem comes in if the next day you go train, and then you do it again.
Yeah.
Like
And
without
again,
anyone present.
and-
You
yeah,
know,
but-
that's
well,
where the issue
He
comes.
even said in that second episode, he was like, "Listen, the COVID was a thing.
Yeah.
I was training, I was good, and then I fell into this
Mm.
hole, and I had to dig myself out, and it took a while, but I dug myself out. So I really hope he's on the way of digging himself out again.
Connor, dig harder, please.
But yeah, it is interesting. Even in that documentary, how close they were to making the welterweight title fight, which I think they would have gotten, and then COVID happened, and you know, it's very. I think there's no person on the planet that can really. There's no manual for what he's going through. There's not like yeah, here you are, figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of people that get to any sport that he would get to the level that he is in MMA in any sport, and then like on and off and on and off and on and off. And a lot of those sports are a lot more forgiving on your body, especially when it comes to alcohol. Like if you play rugby, I don't know. I think, but I mean, rugby
They
players,
drink a lot.
They drink a lot.
No,
like,
they do drink a lot.
if
That's-
after a game you have a beer,
yes,
like and then you do it again next week.
yes,
It's fine. You
and
can
not
have
one
that
beer.
Yeah, not one beer. Like
It's
it's fine.
Yeah.
You're completely okay.
that's one thing I'm pretty I'm
Jealous
really
about.
jealous about. I see like swimmers, athletes. Like if my sport wasn't weight driven, I would have been much fatter than I am now. I love that is my favorite thing to do after fights. Is just go. I am allergic to food at home. I want to go
On a
eat
binge.
good shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I had to play rugby, I would be very fat. I would be a very fat number 9. Yeah. But it is interesting to see like the different sports and what the requirements are. And you know, we get tested quite a lot. Uncle Tony was at the gym again.
How many tests did you have this year so far? Like if you had to ballpark it.
I've lost count this year.
Yeah.
Probably about 10,
Sure.
12.
That's a lot.
10, 12, yeah.
And they watch you
So-
pee.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah,
weird.
they see everything.
And from the front to make sure you don't have a choopy or anything.
Yeah, 100%. No, they like
Yeah.
I must say there's only a handful of people that have seen that. And Uncle Tony is one of them.
USADA. So yeah, really, USADA, like obviously they need to make sure you're not having like you don't have a little
Yeah.
bag and you press it and someone else's pee comes out.
Yeah, no, they're
pretty strict about it.
yeah. Actually, one of the guys at the gym was like, "Yo, do you groom if you are expected to?" I was like, "No, that's his. That's what he gets for."
I think after after like test number 3, it stops being an occasion. It's just like a procedure.
I must say it's a lot like dating, in the sense of like you get quite comfortable with the person. you
Yes,
know?
I got you. You and Tony are quite comfortable with each other at this stage.
Yeah. Okay, back to fighting.
Back to fighting, baby.
We had a great card actually.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, a very good card. I think the whole main card of UFC Canada was great.
And all the Canadian fighters won their fights.
That's sick.
Very
A
impressive.
Canadian won in the PGA as well on Canadian soil.
Oh, really? The Canadian win the
They
PGA
had
as well?
I think it's the Canadian Open or whatever.
yeah.
I don't know. Canadian one there. So Team Canada are the
They had a
real
good
winners.
week.
Yeah, no, Canada
Really
did
good
very
week.
well. So I think my favorite fight of the night has the Mike Mallet fight. I really enjoyed that. He almost got. Did you see the videos of the grandstand? Or the side panels of the grandstand dropping.
No.
How did you not see it?
No, I
That
didn't
was
see
everywhere. Let me quickly check if I can. Get it.
Like where the people are sitting. Like,
Yeah, so
Oh shit.
at the walkout,
Oh yeah.
so there's grandstands on either sides. The side panels of the left
Yes,
side.
yes, yes.
I'm guessing a lot of people were leaning over it to see Mike Mallet walk out, and then about maybe 15, 20 people fell off.
Oh,
from
wow.
that.
No, I didn't see
Almost,
this.
And as he walked out, it dropped. So they almost fell on him. There was. let me
Can you
quickly
imagine your
find it.
fight being cancelled because a grandstand fell on you in your walkout?
Yeah, I would.
That has to be the
Pissed.
latest cancellation ever. 'Cause, I mean, you're ready
latest
to go.
cancellation, and also like, do you get your shoppers?
You
I would-
did show
You did show.
technically.
I would love to get my showpers. Let me
Came
quickly.
cutting weight, getting in the zone, going through all this stress, and then you don't even get the payoff.
Uncle Ariel posting.
Ariel Holhuani.
I'm just looking for it.
But Charlie Olives, what a performance!
Man of the match is Charlie
Goodness.
Olives. Yes.
Like, give that man not a 50,000 performance bonus. Give that man a $200,000 performance
Yes.
bonus. That was crazy. I did not think he was going to make it as easy as, like,
Yo, that took a while. I'll send you the
link
video so
to
you
put
can
it
post
on.
it. So here he is,
Yeah, getting ready. Like,
and now he walks out. Check.
oh shit!
Check how many people dropped. So that whole side panel.
Whole piece of scaffolding came down.
Luckily, people like in the top row weren't leaning on that.
Yes,
Imagine
yes,
you
yes.
fall from there.
Ish.
So in Vegas, there's, I promise you, you can't walk 10 meters without seeing a new sign of like injured in a hotel.com or did you slip at a Starbucks? Better call Saul. You
I'm
know,
just thinking,
it's-
our Michael's blown out.
ha, I'm Michael Farah.
I just think of that ad. I don't know if he still runs those
Better
ads.
call Saul.
I haven't been on MTV. What's this? What? Mnet on a while.
But hi, I'm. But you
You had an
see that in Vegas quite a lot. Injured
an
in a.
accident that wasn't your fault.
Were you in an Uber and you were in a car crash? Call this guy, and then like you can sue the
Sue
shit
cock
out of them.
America's the suing capital of the world.
America love to sue, okay? But I don't know if the Canadians are that
Suish.
sueish.
Like, that's a lawsuit.
That's what I'm
100%.
saying. The first thing I thought
100%.
was like, if that happens in Vegas,
Oh,
they had a
goodness.
few
That hotel is
lawsuits
going
on-
down.
Yeah, the T-Mobile is getting blown up, and
Mm.
then they are building a roller derby. That's literally what's happening. So, but yeah, they almost got dropped by a bunch of people in his walkout, and then obviously had a great finish. That step over double hook,
Mm.
and then he finished them on the ground. Charlie Olives. He had me worried in the beginning. Actually, not
Yeah.
worried because I was rooting for
Yeah,
Dariush,
yeah.
but he's just one of those guys you add to the list, like Edson Barboza. Don't bet against them.
Yo, I don't want to
Yeah.
like. I feel really bad for Dariush. I
Yes.
really feel bad for him
Yeah,
because that's the fight I wanted to see.
yeah,
I want to see him fight Islam more than I want to see Oliveira fight Islam again. Like, it's just one of
100%.
those things.
but yeah, if you can't get past the guy in
Oliveira,
your way,
yeah.
So Oliveira looked scary, and
Mm.
the pace, the non-stop pace he put on him was super
A
impressive.
new mythical fighter unlocked. English Oliveira.
And I must say, English Oliveira, that's fucking funny. But what I must say is someone that got their predictions right, like Coach,
Is it?
the whole main card,
Wow.
he called it to a T. Even like he had Oliveira winning in the first. And I was just like, yeah, that's pretty specific, highly unlikely.
Yeah, if someone told me
Yeah.
Oliveira in the first, I would go,
he's
no way.
You know, he's not a very gracious winner. So he made sure we knew that because both Drickus and I went for Dariush.
Yes.
And, so that was
What a
interesting.
shame. What a
Main event, very disappointing.
Yeah.
Aldana just didn't pull the trigger.
didn't wash it.
She pulled the trigger once
Yeah.
in that first round. And then I was like, go, go, go. And then she didn't go. So.
And we've got Henry Cejudo being the king of cringe. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a queen of cringe.
Who?
Juliana Pena in the grandstand. Goodness,
yeah,
woman.
it is bad.
Ugh.
Do you know what's a soothing sound? And I would love my Google navigation and to be changed to that voice is Amanda Nunes. She's like just that little twang at the end of her sentences.
got
It's
you.
just like
got you.
I feel I can trust her with
But
directions.
that's kind of a Brazilian twang. Like Oliveira does it a
Yes.
bit as well. I
Yes,
think that's
yeah.
just how you speak Portuguese.
yeah,
in
how
their
you
part of
announce
the
it.
world.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. I would love that for them. I saw like on Waze you can have David Beckham. I think like now navigate you. I would love Amanda Nunes on.
Talking about David Beckham, here comes another tangent.
Okay.
I saw something. So Messi is moving to Miami or something.
Did you
now.
see the deal he signed?
No,
Sorry.
I didn't. Go for it.
Okay. Don't know if it's true, but I saw it on a TikTok, so it must be. So he didn't sign for a specific amount.
Yeah.
Okay. What they did is they brought all these investors together to basically offer him shares in whatever. So as I understand it, Apple bought the streaming rights of the MLS. Okay.
Yes.
So he's getting a cut from that.
Okay.
From the streaming rights that Apple owns. So Apple basically gave up some of their
And I
streaming
mean,
rights
those
to
things
Messi.
don't relapse, like don't lapse.
It gets much better.
Yeah.
Adidas came forward and said he gets a percentage of all merchandise sold in the MLS.
Yes.
Okay.
So not just Messi shirts,
Yeah.
all MLS merch.
MLS came forward and said, listen, if you come to the point where you retire, we will give you the opportunity to buy into whatever team you would want to, or what team is available at that stage. So you have like these giants of these billion-dollar companies all coming together and it's like, yo, we want you to, and then obviously he signed for Inter Miami as well.
Wow.
And he's still getting paid, but he's getting all these.
He's getting a salary
revenue.
plus
it's a lot
stock
like
options.
Jordan that signed. Jordan doing the
Oh,
Jordan
yes,
thing with
yes.
Nike. He's doing with like 3 brands.
He's doing with the MLS, with the entire sports league.
The MLS, Adidas, and Apple.
Yo. Goodness. That's crazy.
That's insane. And I wonder, like, is there any other athletes in the world that can do that to their organization? Because I do not think
Because
there's
not even Ronaldo got that. He just gets some oil money.
Yeah, he
But
gets that
it's
Saudi
still a
money.
salary. He
Yeah.
doesn't get like ownership.
You know,
of-
like
of
if
a
there's
team.
someone, you won't see Connor getting shares of like
The
Endeavor,
UFC.
UFC, and what they stream on ESPN. You'll never see that. You'll never see LeBron James. Maybe he does own part of a team, but you won't see them get streaming rights, merchandise, and
Stuff
the team.
to the NBA. Yeah, no, that's crazy. So anyway,
yeah.
people were talking. Some sportscasters, I mean, the highest intelligence individuals among us, were talking about Messi coming to, I think it's Miami.
Yes, into Miami.
And they were like, something about the language. They were talking about the language. And they were like, yeah, no, Messi should really learn to speak English properly.
Yes.
Because, I mean, when David Beckham came over to Miami, he learned the language. I'm like,
He learned American.
he learned American. Like, that was pretty much top 10
Wow,
top
yeah.
10 sportscasting moments of all time.
That's
right
brilliant.
there.
I love that. We do not do if buts or maybes. We do absolutes.
Yeah, I don't know what language that is. It must be. What country is that from? England, English. Not American.
He's a Tudor athlete. So
David Beckham.
Yeah, he's the face of Tudor.
That's pretty cool.
And I wonder, like, does he get like, is he like an investor in Tudor, or is he just like a spokesperson? Because I do think
Probably
that's
like-
quite a cool brand to be
It is a wild
associated
cool
with.
brand.
Yeah.
It's not quite the tennis players, like those tennis players that get all get
Like
the
a
Rolex
Richard Mille.
or Richard Mille.
Yes,
Richard
yeah.
Milles are ugly, but I mean, I think Federer is with Rolex.
I
Like
must
he's like
say,
a face of Rolex.
Wade van Niekerk's, the South African edition, that RM11, or I don't know what they call that, but that is insane. I love that.
That's pretty cool. And I
Yeah.
mean, yeah,
With
he's
the-
a big athlete, but I mean,
He's
Richard Mille.
he's an ambassador for Richard Mille.
Yes, that's cool. Yes,
Yeah.
Rolex, reach out to your boy. Come on.
Or even Tudor. Like, if
Even
I can
Tudor.
get your small sister, you know,
Seiko,
that's
let's
just
go.
the brand.
Even Seiko. 100%.
No, I don't want
Seiko's
Seiko.
nice, man.
Nee, fuck
Like a
off.
Grand Seiko.
Mm-mm.
That's a lekker ding, man. Yes, he praat die kakkel.
Why are you
by watch.
standing though?
Ah.
Okay. Yes, yeah. You put me on edge, man. I'm
I
like,
did it
what
run out
are
of
you doing?
recording space and now you have to restart it. Just
No, like, Seiko is a great watch. It's just like if you are partnering with a brand.
and you can only wear Seiko. That I
Yes.
get. I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah.
But I must say, some of those Seikos, even like the is it a Presage? Yeah, Presage.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's the one I have. I've got a
It's
Presage.
beautiful, beautiful. And then you get those Grand Seikos with those dimple
Very nice.
dials.
The
Sick.
I know the Grand Seiko chronometer is incredible. Like
Yes.
it has a chronometer rating or something
Yes.
that's like the best in the world.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, no, you get like, but if you want to partner with a brand, do it with like a Lange & Song or a
Yeah.
like a, like a big
baller
Yeah,
brand.
you have to go with a baller. Even like a Frederick Constantine, like ones
Yeah.
that people don't know, but you check the price and you're like, what the what? That makes no sense. Talking about a lot of money, and I want to just quickly go. The biggest losers of last week, not Aldana, not the mascot,
Yeah. Not even Dariush.
not even Dariush. The PGA golfers.
Yeah, shame, man.
The fiasco.
Shame.
I feel
Shame.
I feel bad for
We
them.
talked about it briefly last time, but I think a lot more information has come out now.
Yeah.
But those guys missed a big payday. It's
Massive.
just literally, I think the PGA was almost forced into a merger because they
Yes.
just can't compete with the money.
Yes. And I think there were actually a lot of like lawsuits happening because of that. And just because of that, they like ran dry. So it is interesting, but I also had another theory. How do you now in this very competitive market differ, like really set yourself apart in the golfing world as an organization?
Well, you can't. I mean, it's basically the live monopoly.
I'm gonna give you the best idea ever.
Okay.
And PJ,
Okay.
if you use this, just know this is mine,
Royalties.
and you owe me royalties and merch deals and streaming rights. Okay.
And golf clubs.
And golf balls, because we
Golf
we
balls, yes.
lose a lot of them.
Okay.
So you have designated events, right?
Okay.
So you have to, like the top, I don't know how many guys, have to compete in a certain amount of designated events a year. And then they get paid a shit ton of money to do that, by
Okay.
the way. So you add 4 events. Okay. So that's one every 3 months. That's not that bad. So usually you play 4 days, 18 holes per day. You make the cut after 2 days. These events, you do only 2 days and only 9 holes. Okay.
Okay.
But the kink is, so you have to make the cut after the first 9 holes. Okay. And let's make it like they'll pick the 9 holes, maybe the front 9, the back 9.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first day you play the front 9, but at every single tee box you have to take a shot.
Sure.
So you take a shot, you play, you're a professional golfer, you are ranked number 3 in the world, you are, you take a shot, you play. If you get a bogey, you get added a shot on
Okay.
the next tee. If you play par or better, perfect.
This just
You
sounds
only
like
get
one of our little golf days.
You only get one shot. But imagine you see the best golfers in the world do that.
Smashed.
Smashed. But then here's the kinker. After the event, you get interviewed a lot.
Ooh, yeah.
Like, we're talking about sitting down, doing a podcast, getting asked political questions.
Long-form questions.
You know, like very...
Your
Maybe a
opinion on
math problem.
controversy. What is like your stance on the Israel-Palestine conflict?
stuff like that. And you just do that,
Okay, you could do that.
3-4 times
Throw
a year.
throw in a PGA Pro, like one of the less
Yes.
guys.
Yeah.
Throw them in, but sober.
Sober and
So then the other guys must compete.
I'm pretty sure there is a lot of casual golfers that play very well drunk because they do it much more than the pros. So have them have a crack at it as well.
I must say, it doesn't matter how many beers I have. I consistently play the same. Which is bad.
I would disagree with that.
Is it?
Yes, 100%.
Am I better when beer?
Yeah, you're just much calmer.
Which makes you better.
But I do think I would love to see guys like John Rahm, Brooks Koepka. Also, if you have them drunk and they don't like each other, you'll see some beef as well.
That's cool.
And make banter part of the game.
I have another tangent to go off. Okay. So I watched a YouTube video the other day about Lance Armstrong.
Okay.
And I don't care what anyone says. Lance Armstrong is the cycling goat. I don't care. I don't care about the drugs.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay.
No. Because I mean, a lot of people, there were so many people saying like, oh, what a fraud. And it's like, listen, it's the Tour de France in the early 2000s. Everyone is doping.
Yes, everyone's on the gear.
Like, they had to go down 16 places in the first year he won to find someone who tested negative. Doesn't mean he was clean, just tested negative. The first 16 guys got stripped. So I'm saying for cycling, I want cycling to just be open season. Like,
Yes, like
legalize-
like no gi grappling.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Like just legalize
Yeah.
across the board. Just put them on EPO
Mm.
and let's see what a person on a bike can do.
Give them car nitros.
Give them-
just in the vein.
Like
Straight in the vein.
let them take poppers. before
Yeah,
they go.
yeah. Do whatever you have to.
'Cause I mean, it's one of those sports you're competing.
You're the health risks.
The health risk would be crazy, but I mean, cycling already
the
on its
amounts of deaths.
that kind of cycling is already a health risk on its own. Like the
Yeah,
Tour
but-
de France is 21 days, 2,400 kilometers.
Yeah, but you're taking a Boeing engine and you're just like throwing, canola oil in there.
But it's like no one is getting hurt. It's not like fight sports where where doping is really like a risk to someone
Yeah.
else's health and safety.
yeah,
It's just a risk to your own health and safety.
yeah.
And I mean, if you want to take that chance, open season on cycling, I think this is a great idea.
Yeah.
Open season on baseball. Let's see how hard someone can hit.
Yes.
And open season on cricket. Like, I just want to see how hard
Yes.
someone can bliksem a little ball. Even
Yes.
golf.
Yeah, open season on golf.
Open season on golf. But
I think
with
but
other types
golf,
of
that
doping as well.
restricts like yeah.
so golf, like, let them play with the longest sticks they can find.
Or like the long drive. I
Yes.
would choose those guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well-
have them on the gear.
So there's a legal limit how long your driver may be.
Yes.
Like, let them just have the longest drivers they can. Like, just let's make it interesting. It's like an open season sports league, open season Olympic Games.
We'll call it open season.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds amazing.
400 meters on as much gear as you can find. Like, what can the human body do?
on
On gear.
Yeah. Like it's all the same chassis, but the body kits are different.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's-
even like open season on power slap, because that's dumb
Yeah.
enough. So you can
Yes.
let them juice. Like, yeah,
I
how
would
hard can
love-
another person?
so you had the Le Mans, the 24-hour race, and obviously, like most of the cars look exactly the same. And then
Yes.
you had like this Camaro that entered.
that was cool.
That was the most American thing ever. Like, we are here with our Camaro.
What the fuck is a kilometer? No.
and then with NASCAR on the side, and he's like, "Fuck, right turn."
I was wondering how those guys are gonna do if they
Yeah.
suddenly have to turn right.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, but if there's no limits in a car racing on how the thing can look like,
Yeah.
I would love to have Lamborghini enter the F1.
And
Just build like a weird jet engine.
there's a hill climb race where everything is legal
Oh, so
somewhere
you
in the
can-
world. Like, you
yeah.
can do whatever, and some of them are really, really kooky.
Have you seen those speed wall climbing races?
Yes.
So Red Bull hosts this event where you go to an indoor. They do it outdoor as well, but mostly indoor. And then there's like a pad 20 meters up, and then they're like,
It looks like they're being pulled up by a wire.
It
Those
does.
guys go so fast.
and it's so smooth as well. That's why it looks like they're getting pulled. It's like they look like they gradually
gliding,
just like gliding.
gliding.
Yeah.
That's cool. Have you seen ice climbing?
No.
That crazy. Like, it's like speed climbing,
Yeah.
but you just have a wall of ice and two little picks.
That is
And they
scary.
do like there's like shit hanging, and you whack into it. You hang
Yes.
from this one, and you go to the next. Die like
I
so
saw-
cool.
I saw a video of a guy. I also have a very upsetting video that
Let's
I
go.
watched early in the morning. That fucked up my day. But so the guy was snowboarding, and he was like chilling, and then there was an avalanche. Like,
Oh shit.
so some of the ice broke loose, and then he fell into a glacier,
Oh shit.
and he got like all the snow falling on top of him. He like wedged his snowboard into like a
Yeah,
gap,
yeah.
but you can literally look down. There's a few
Yeah.
meters of where you can drop into. No one will find you there.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
literally no one. And he just got like wedged there, and there's all this snow is piling on top of him, and you can hear he's like
Yeah.
breathing heavily, and then the video ends.
Oh shit. So
So
no
it's just like-
context. You're like,
Yeah.
I was about to ask.
So
Did he
it's just
die?
like, did he die? Did he not? Well, they
Shit.
got the video.
Who
so-
sent it to you?
No, I saw that on Twitter.
Ah. Okay. I was
Oddly
about to say.
terrifying.
I was about to say if Drickus or someone sent it to you, then you know he died.
But I did see a very disturbing video of a guy getting eaten by a shark in the Red Sea in Egypt.
How hectic.
That was quite scary. That was literally out of.
But was it an
something.
orca?
No. It was It was a tiger shark, but that looks like it sucks.
Yeah. I don't think death is a comfortable experience in general.
Well, unless you like,
Unless
the
you
Black
feel-
Panther movie with Killmonger, and he's like
Yeah.
on that panther head,
That
and
doesn't
he's
look
like
too
looking
bad.
into the sun, and
If it feels like weight cutting at some stage, you're just like, hey, you know what? Fuck this. Take me.
I think you get to that point. I think your mind is just like, yeah, meh.
I'm going to sleep now.
Literally, if I wait cut and someone is just like
Ja, dis dit vir jou
slaps
mannetjie.
me, it's just like, yeah, whatever.
I think your soul is already halfway out by that stage. There was something I wanted to say now as well. Oh yeah, there's some influencer I've seen on Instagram, like Sigma male influencers. They absolutely fascinate me. There's this one guy, I think he's South African, and I see him. You must have seen it. I think I've sent it to you. He always walks down. His head is very, very small,
Yeah.
but his body's very, very large. He just walks down the street like, bro, let's go out this weekend. There'll be chicks and drinking and partying. Let's just unwind and have a good time. And he's like, what? So I feel like, that's not my idea of a good time. I like what? I like reading my Bible and studying and working really hard towards my future. I'm just like, weet jy wat, fuck off.
You know what you actually like? You like making shitty TikToks.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what you like.
Of dit is like that's one, and then someone else.
I saw like an Indian guy where he's like, if you're homeless,
Yeah,
why are you homeless?
buy a house.
Just buy a house.
Yeah,
And if you can't buy a house, just sell the house you already have and use that money
to
to buy a house.
It's great advice. But I mean, some of the pick me people on TikTok, it makes me want to roll my eyes way into the back of my skull. I don't fit in with today's generation. I like opening a door for a woman. I just, yes, bro, fuck off. Just shut up. Asseblief. Like, oh, good. If anyone ever says I was born in the wrong generation, just disregard their opinion completely. It's like someone with an anime profile picture. It does not count. Their
Or it's
opinion
like
does
when
not
someone
count.
tells me they are very smart.
Yeah,
Like, chances are,
you're not.
if you have to tell me that,
or
probably
someone,
not true.
anyone who refers to themselves as an alpha male. Like, bro,
I've luckily never had
I
a
have,
social interaction.
I've experienced this.
Hi, my
Yeah.
name is MSP and I'm an alpha male.
Like, I must say, the crossover, the circle diagram, you know, the Venn diagram.
Yes.
People who watch Andrew Tate and people who refer to themselves as an as an alpha male, it's just a circle.
Yeah, it's one solid circle.
It's just a,
Do you know something
Goodness,
that
it
I
frustrates
hate?
me.
Like, what is your greeting? Like, when you greet someone,
yeah.
okay, what's your pressure? Like, quickly,
It's
like,
reasonable.
that's I respect that.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
Like, I'm not
okay?
pressing, but I'm
Yes,
not limping. Like
yes,
there's a good
like-
middle ground.
It's firm.
It's firm.
It's
yes.
like a freshly bought tomato.
Mm.
Okay, it's just like it's moist. Okay. Do you know what I hate?
Yeah.
So my default.
Yeah.
Okay, like shake my hand
Yes.
really hard.
And you just yeah, then you feel like a doer.
Exactly.
Well, not like a doer, like I'm an asshole. You just
I-
feel like you feel dumb. This is,
I look at the hand.
I must say the facial expressions is like bra rarig. Cool.
You're gonna start doing that, right?
Goodness.
Rarig.
Like, I've been seeing a lot of these of like, I was born in wrong generation TikToks, and I've been seeing even more white supremacy TikToks, to the point that it's become ridiculous because it's not like international stuff now.
It's
Like,
very
It's very
targeted.
obvious beer.
Okay.
I'm like, well,
Yeah.
but it fascinates me. If I see a documentary about the Avia beer, you better believe I'm watching that shit. Like,
Just about. There are still towns in South Africa that
Yeah.
are like that, right?
just the one.
Just two towns.
Just the one.
We're not gonna mention. Like,
Overtly.
let's please not.
No, let's
go
not.
Down that
Let's
rabbit
not.
hole. Yeah.
But I watched Louis Theroux's video back in the
Sorry,
day.
just on those TikToks.
Yeah.
But that's like, do you get enjoyment out of that? Like, out of how crazy, radical, how
Yeah.
almost single-mindedly stupid.
More
they
of a
are.
fascination.
Okay.
It's like,
It's-
bro.
Yeah. It's more like seeing a albino lizard. It's just like, that's interesting. You don't see that every day.
It's like seeing an alien.
Yes.
This is wow. I should really start scamming people. We fuckers would fall for it.
Yeah, 100%. We would make so much money if we were just dishonest and scam them.
100%.
Like we would
Sometimes-
steal so much.
Sometimes I think if I had like significantly less ethics, I
Yes.
would start like a mega church.
Yeah,
This is John Pierre Becker in the Cape. Eerlikheid. I see this guy all the time with his little Louis Vuitton jacket. And he's got a voice like this. And then he just poof. African guys are even the worst. African guys are even worse. There's like this prophet. I think he's in Zambia.
Yeah.
Like he stands up and it goes poof, and then everyone falls. Goes, poof, stand up. And then everyone falls again. I love that shit.
That is so fun. But some of the TikToks I really enjoy are the classic, 4 megapixel shot of a guy proposing to his wife.
Oh,
So
goodness.
it's like,
I think I showed you this one.
sorry, my throat.
I think I sent a video exactly like that to you of like a
Okay,
proposal.
wait. Let's enact it. Okay, let's enact it.
Okay, but
I'm
are you gonna be the
guy.
proposal?
I'm the
Okay.
guy, okay.
So
Can the camera like
Gilly has the
see
camera
us?
op my.
But
I'm just gonna
we'll
stand like
stay
it.
nice and
She's
low.
she's
Okay.
kind of short.
Okay, let's do this.
But remember, we're wearing sweatsuits.
Dan moet Dirk van die Westhuizen in die agtergrond
Yes,
wees, né?
Dirk of like the worst Afrikaans music you can find.
Okay, wait.
Like you're holding.
Ja, wait.
It's the best.
I love
it.
that.
I love
love
it.
that.
Like I've been really enjoying. I've also been enjoying. There's a sub genre of American people that think it's a good idea to make their wedding political. Like there's like wedding dresses with a Confederate flag, or like a guy in a camo
have
suit.
the red and blue sitting separately.
Yes, like legit. Like some people, like I saw a wedding that's like Trump themed wedding. It takes a special kind of It takes a special kind of idiot to make his wedding about another man.
Yeah,
Goodness.
that is weird.
I love this shit.
Okay, back to fighting.
Back to fighting, yo, 100%.
Marvin Vittori, Jared Cannon, yeah. First
fight.
Just like quick thoughts. Who you got?
The ogre and the killer gorilla.
Yes. I'm backing the ogre. I think he has massively improved since his the 2 fights ago, and then the last fight. I think he'll bring in that improvement. I think Jared is getting old.
I'm
a massive fan of Jared.
Maybe ogre by decision.
Yeah, it's not going to
He's
be a
gonna
crazy
wrestle him.
fight. Yeah, 100%.
Who else we got?
Armin Sarukian and Joaquim Silva.
Pick him.
No, that is so obvious. Armin Sarukian.
Joachim's his record isn't bad, where?
It's Armin Sarukian.
It is Armin Sarukian.
Yeah, I'm going with
Armin?
Armin.
What else we got?
Yeah, we got.
Armin Petrosyan.
Oh, so we got an Arman and an Armain.
Yes, is this like a Russian themed card?
Petrosian against Christian Leroy Duncan.
I don't know Christian.
I don't know any one of them, but I like that guy's name, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with. I'm going with Christian Leroy Duncan.
Ooh, Lucas Almeida versus Pat Sabatini.
I'm gonna go with Almeida.
I've seen some of Sabatini's fights. He's not bad.
Yeah.
He's solid, but Almeida is on a tear.
And then Nicholas Motta and
Muslim
Manuel
Salikov.
Torres, I don't know them.
Muslim.
I love Muslim Salikov's fights. Yeah, he has a spinning back kick that looks like it will literally disembowel your spleen. He has a sick spinning back.
The guy is fighting looks kind of like a redneck. I don't know.
I'm going with Muslim Salikov
Yes,
all day.
what is these tattoos? Oh my goodness.
I like it.
Yeah, you're an NLA fan.
As a
Oh my goodness.
as a guy that's There's no tattoo that I've ever seen. Okay, wait. Let's go back. Traditional Japanese tattoos.
Yeah, they look good.
It's with tattoos, especially like that. I love that on someone else.
Never on your own. No, never on yourself.
Like I don't think I've not gotten to that stage where I was like, I would put that on me forever.
Doesn't look as good on a cracker. I can say that. It's fine. It's the one slur you can use. Fuck off. I can call people crackers.
I saw I saw Israel Adesanya called Rickers that.
I know. That made me think, oh yeah, that's fine.
Like
Yeah, let's
yeah, that's the one thing. It's kind of funny, okay?
Yeah.
Because my first thought was like, I kicked a lot of guys in the balls.
Oh yes.
So every time I get kicked in the balls in training, which happens more than you think, I've almost lost my privilege to complain about that.
Yeah, I got you.
Are we allowed to complain about the cracker joke?
No.
Like, are we? Like,
I'm not complaining. I don't care.
I'm just saying, like, is everyone just gonna pretend like that didn't happen, or?
I don't know. It's not a big thing for me, honestly.
Not for you.
Is there really any white person out there that's legit offended by the word cracker?
Do you know those tuck, those TUC,
Yes,
those
yes.
tuck
Biscuits.
biscuits?
Yeah.
Every time I like when you hear someone like call you a cracker,
Yeah.
I just imagine that tuck
Yeah.
biscuit. Those things were fire.
It's not even I don't know, even the origin of it's kind of weird because I was curious.
Okay, so you did research.
I did some research. It's apparently like guys back in the slave trade whip crackers. And I'm like, yeah.
Wait. So
Yeah, white people were whip crackers. So they were called
so they called them
crackers.
Oh,
Not, yeah.
shit, man. That's
Pretty heavy stuff.
So I'm not gonna even entertain that conversation. I'm just gonna jump over back to trading.
I think that's a good idea.
In strength and conditioning. So I was like, we always listen to the same playlist,
Yeah.
and I was really in the mood for something else. And Mark Hume, who was on the show before, has actually like he suggested let's train on blues. Like
Oh yeah, I was sitting and working. Yeah, I remember
electronic
this.
blues music, and I was just like, that was sick. Just like getting into that type of mode. That was nice.
What I've
I
started
enjoyed that.
doing when I work, when I'm coding, it's quite a mental intensive progress.
Yes.
I absolutely love, like I've ventured outside of my comfort zone,
Yes.
out of my expected comfort zone, because I mean, I'm Pretoria.
Yes.
I'm Afrikaans.
Yes.
So you would imagine I listen to Kurt Darren.
Yes.
I almost said Kurt van der Westhuizen.
There's probably an artist out there, Kurt van der Westhuizen.
Like, at Ultra, I heard Zakes Patwini. Yes,
Okay.
that is the best music to work on. I absolutely love it.
Is it like an electronic?
Yeah,
type
it
of-
is. It's amazing.
Like a deep house or like a.
I don't know what to call it. Like more like a house type vibe. I don't
Okay.
know. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I just like it. It's the best. You should train to that.
I did some verses. We have verses this weekend.
it's verses, baby. Oh,
let's
shit.
quickly chat about that.
Hey,
Versus
go.
promotions is happening this weekend. We have 14 fights, 2 title fights. It's gonna be sick. It's here in Pretoria, so if you're in Pretoria, even Joburg, that's
Come
close
through.
enough. Yeah, organize an Uber, I would say, because there's live music, 14 fights, there's food, drinks, cash bar, everything.
Who's the live music?
So that's is
it a surprise?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, that's a surprise.
Okay.
But yeah, it's gonna be very sick to have these amateurs, we have a bunch of the SA team members on there, so it's a high level amateur event. That's gonna be sick. So if you can join
Come
us,
through.
yeah, I think the early bird tickets are 150 online, but I think you can still get them at the door. It's going to be more expensive. It's going to be 200 Rand a ticket.
Which is still not bad for a whole night of fights. It's
for like,
very,
5-6
not a lot
hours
of money.
of entertainment. It's going to be sick. What was it?
and it's the best entertainment you can think of. What's better than watching people fight?
Literally, you can eat, drink, and watch fights.
It's the ideal night.
Like, what else would you want to do? That's literally
It's
the
like-
best thing ever.
It's like a normal day at the Snoopy in like a hoërskool Wonderboom. You're
I
gonna love it. Yeah, I know.
But were you in Wonderboom?
Yeah, I was, yeah.
How many scraps were you in?
So ek was die Snoopy. I was the Snoopy.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
I sold Mountain Dew out of my backpack and
To-
brownies. and stuff. I
was
was the
just to-
competition.
It was to avoid the scraps. You just work at the Snoopy.
That is
Yeah.
so funny.
I was always wondering this. Do people at the Snoopy get paid?
Yeah, they do apparently, but I don't know how much.
Did you not get paid?
No, he
I
wasn't.
got paid.
No, but
I
he
got
was
paid.
he was selling his own shit.
I was
Oh.
He was
competing.
yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
selling vapes.
Nee, daarom nie. Brownies, chippies en
Yes.
Pepsi.
This is a message to all high schoolers. Just sell vapes. Great idea.
Sell vapes. No, please don't.
You
do
would
that.
make so much money if you
Don't.
if you
Please.
started like selling. No, but you can't get them.
Yeah.
You would struggle to
Yeah,
buy them.
No, I think it's it's very easy
Someone
to get
has an
them.
older brother somewhere.
Yeah, there is a like a shop there.
Please don't sell vapes.
Please don't stop saying that. I don't know how we got to verses though, but what did you say just before that?
Wonderboom versus crackers. Proposals.
Oh,
Training
training
tunes.
tunes. Yeah, training tunes. So, with the training tunes, I would actually like to hear what you guys train on. Oh, classical music. That's what I wanted to say. We were
Okay.
doing versus admin. Okay, so I was doing admin, and I was on YouTube Music, and it like went into this weird classical music playlist, Bach and all that jazz. Those
Pretty
guys
good.
were like kind of rock stars. Like, that's really not that bad to work on. I enjoy that. I'm gonna give your
Give it a chance,
and
yeah.
then you must give my Bach a chance.
Okay,
Yeah.
you listen to Zykes, I'll listen to Bach, and then
Yeah.
we see what's
We'll,
happening.
we'll give you some feedback, but also let us know what you listen to when you work.
Or train. Well, for you it's the same thing. For me it's different.
Yeah. Please share with us your playlist, even if it's like on Spotify or Apple Music. Do that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to subscribe. Oh, and we haven't said this. Congratulations to the giveaway winners.
Oh yes,
You guys won.
poster.
You guys won posters. We'll do another giveaway. We'll announce another giveaway on the next episode.
Right,
So
though.
stay tuned for that. Enjoy.
Oh yeah, next episode coming out. We've finally got the 3 mic setup coming.
Yeah.
Next episode will be a triple mic with a guest. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. That's gonna be fun.
I think I'm really looking forward to the next one. Cheers, mense.
So, hoeveel pynpille drink jy?